Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Today in this video I am going to discuss about one of the most interesting topics that are in computers, that is user interface and its applications. Today we will discuss about importance of user interface and one of the applications and how to create an application of user interface and all these things. For moving towards the introduction to user interface. So, user interface refers to the means through which the user interacts with software or hardware. That means the users want to interact with the computer, that using including hardware also and all. The goal of user interface is to enhance user experience and enable efficiency interaction. That means the user interface creates an user experience, better experience for the user, and more time to spend on the system. And good user interface should be intuitive and user friendly and usually appealing. Then moving towards, there are different types of user interfaces. There are totally three types of user interfaces. First one is graphical user interface and command line interface and natural language interface. We will see one by one. So first one is graphical user interface. It is a most common type of user interface that usually visuals elements such as icons and menus. That means it mainly uses the graphics for the creating elements like icons and menus and etc. And then is one of the most trending technologies nowadays in user interfaces. Almost all the interfaces are GUI interfaces. And second one is command line interface, relies on text based commands for user interactions. That means in this interface we are going to give the text, means command prompt lines, then it will only, it does not provide any images and all things. And the third one is natural language interface. So it enables the users to interact with systems using natural language such as voice commands. That means we can by voice commands we can give anything to the users. That is natural language. Then moving towards, there are some principles of the user interface design. So that are visibility, consistency and feedback. To make user interface we should follow these three things. First one is visibility. Important elements should be clear and visible to users. So what we are showing, it is very clearly visible to users. And consistency, the interface should have consistent layout and behavior throughout. Then feedback. The user should receive feedback for their actions to understand the system and response. That means if you are facing any issues in the user interface, the user should be give the feedback, that is also it should provide. Then moving towards elements of user interface design. First one, input controls. So the input controls like buttons, check buttons, and radio buttons and text fields allow users to provide the input. So by providing buttons and radio buttons all in the user interface, we can take the input from the users. Then navigation components. Then menus, tabs and links helps user in navigate through the system. So by providing navigation components, the users can access all the links and tabs by in single user interface only. Then information displays, visual elements such as graphs, tables and notifications and all the things can be visible to the users. So the main purpose of user interface is provide easy interaction with the hardware of the system. Then user experience means user design. UX designs focus on creating a positive, meaningful experience for the users. It involves understanding user needs, preferences, and behaviors. UX designers use research for prototyping and testing to optimize the user's interface. Then moving towards how we can practice these user interfaces and what are the keys to create a good user interface means keep it simple. That means avoid clusters and unnecessary complexity. Then prioritize important actions and information. Next, conduct usability and testing, and rather than the user's feedback, and continually improve the user interfaces. So this is all about the user interface. Now we will see an example of the user interface, how we can create, and how the user interface can look like. So I am going to use to create an user interface is Android Studio. So by using the XML we can create an user interface. So this is the XML code. I'm going to show you the application of user interface, that is mobile music player. So this is the user interface of the music player app. So user can easily access these things by without any problem. So you can see there is a pause button and forward and backward, and all the things are visible. And there will be a favorite logo, and search button also is there, and it provide to search their favorite song. And there are three types of their all songs and current playlist and favorites. So you can see this one. By clicking heart symbol we can add to favorites. Then current playlist, what which song is playing, that is show here. And there is a menu icon also is there. In this we can see the name music, that means the name of the music player, and theme color, and sleeper timer, rate this app, and about this is information that is provided by the company to the users to get the feedback from the users. In this way we can create all the user interfaces by using the Android Studio. And as well as we can also use the Figma, Flutters, and all the other tools also we can use to create an user interface. And by here we can see this code, XML code, and we can create a buttons and tags also. Whatever you want to do you can create in this one. So this is all about the user interface, and this will be an very useful to attract the users towards their applications. In this way we can make any user interfaces by providing by creating any using the Android Studios. So this is all about user interface. Thank you.